Good evening, Commanders Nation. So I got some breaking news. Breaking news for us. The Commanders have been shopping Brian Robinson Jr. We want to trade him. And it kind of looks like, I don't know, it looks like aggressively trade. This quickly. Things are moving quick. Like, and honestly, like some of y'all on this channel been like, you know, maybe y'all heard this before from me, but like, I was in a notion, I was just like, dude, I think Krosky Merritt can start by week 7. But I was just like, no, week 1, it's going to be Brian Robinson Jr. We know how DQ loves his guys. You know, Brian Robinson is like the vet. They have familiarity with him. But no, dude. The Commanders have been shopping Brian Robinson Jr. This was just tweeted 26 minutes ago. The teams around the NFL. The former third-round pick out of Alabama is entering the final year of his contract. I'm shocked. Honestly. I'm not shocked at the fact that the Commanders are trying to trade him in general, because I thought they would try to do that in the trade deadline. So, you know, like come like, you know, middle of the season. But I'm going to be straightforward with you guys. I'm a little bit shocked that it's happening this quickly before the season even started. Oh, shit. Before I continue, man, of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. Hell. But yeah, man, let me just continue on with this. It's just, this is all just screaming, this is Krosky Merritt. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bill era is dawning upon us. Krosky Merritt, we saw how he did. He only had 3.4 yards per carry in his preseason outing, but he left with an injury, with a shoulder injury. But DQ said it's a minor injury, just precaution right now. But he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. But like in those carries that he had, you saw him making dudes miss. The first dude wasn't taking him down. You saw him having that extra wiggle. You saw him having that burst, that power. I'm just like, you know, like, and the offensive line wasn't helping him that much. Bill, ladies and gentlemen, the stock has freaking, it's not explode. The stock just, it just broke the market. If you're drafting fantasy football, if you haven't had your fantasy football draft yet, mine is in 2 weeks. You better draft Jacory Krosky Merritt right now, dude. For those who drafted him like 2 weeks ago in the round 13 or 14, you just gotta steal. You just gotta steal. You know what I mean? Fuck, right? I'm just thinking like mine's 2 weeks from now. Like by then, freaking B-Rob might even be there. Krosky Merritt could be going like round 6 now. He's gonna get most of the targets, most first and second downs. You know, I'm pretty sure, obviously, Eckler is going to be the main guy on third down. But yeah, man, like, Jacory Krosky Merritt, ladies and gentlemen, this is just like, we saw him, like, basically getting first-team reps in training camp, a week in a training camp, and he was doing really good playing with the first-team offense. You know, and I'm just like, and it kind of like blows me a little away, because I'm just like, we heard DQ talk about how, you know, he was very fond of Brian Robinson. He actually glazed B-Rob, basically saying, hey man, this dude's in great shape. He's coming in looking fantastic this year. But I mean, obviously he's in a rookie contract, end of last year was rookie contract, but still, like, you guys can hear the excitement in my voice. Dude, I'm on 2 hours of sleep and I don't give a fuck. Because I know the Bill era is dawning upon us. A 7th round pick is making me this giddy. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, what the... And much respect to B-Rob. Listen, I'm not trying to dog him. I'm not trying to make fun of him. Nothing like that. I came into this notion thinking, let B-Rob cook this year. Or just give him a shot. But you know what? Give also Bill a shot. For all else fails, it'll be competition. But this clearly shows that, you know... Look, this is actually, you know, B-Rob last year. I mean, last year his campaign just totally just, I wouldn't say nuked his like overall status with the Commanders, but like, you know, 27. Oh, my bad. Last year he faced the 5th easiest schedule of run defenses last year. And we saw how he cooked last year. I mean, I don't know if he cooked. You know, he 27 out of 50 running backs in yards per carry with 4.3. 37 out of 50 running backs in explosive run rate, 6.5%. 35 out of 50 running backs in stuff rate, 20%. He also ranked 44 out of 50 running backs with 34% of his rushes for a 1 yard or fewer. As a matter of fact, I believe he also had just 100-yard rushing game after the Titans game. I'm going to confirm that. Like, he just wasn't like a... And it sucks because I had high hopes for him, but, like, he just wasn't it. Now, the offensive line wasn't even really helping him as much, but still, if you're a great running back, you can overcome... We didn't have a mediocre offensive line, mediocre run blocking last year, but if you're a solid to good running back, you can overcome that. And, B-Rob didn't do that last year. I mean, looking at his stats, availabilities have been somewhat of an issue for him. He's always been nicked up, though. But, I mean, yeah, I would say that. 12 games his first year, 15 last year, and 15 2 years ago, 14 last year. But, 187 carries for 800 yards, 4.3 yards per carry, goal line, 8 touchdowns. Listen with this now. I want to show you all this because I predicted this in my previous video. John Keim dropped this a couple days ago, and I want to bring it up to you guys. Jacory Merritt did not practice in the scrimmage. He had a shoulder injury from the preseason opener. Nothing big, just precaution. But C-Rod had a nice outing. Also sustained a block at the goal line on a Hartman scramble for a touchdown. This was a scrimmage that we had recently. The inter-squad scrimmage. I predicted, I was just like, if they're going to move on from B-Rob, and it was just something that was just like, being floated, or not even being floated. It was just a hypothetical that I didn't think was realistic. But I was just like, dude, if that's the case, C-Rod is going to replace B-Rob as the power back. Now, honestly, Bill Krosky Merritt, he has some, he can be, I would be comfortable with him being the goal line running back. But C-Rod is another level. I think if B-Rob is shipped out, and I'm going to get to the compensation really quick. If B-Rob is shipped out, C-Rod, it will be, my running back group would be, obviously, Bill, Eckler, C-Rod, and I like McNichols. I don't know. I don't know what they would do with him. But ideally, you want to keep him because of, Austin Eckler's injury history. He's one concussion away from being, unfortunately being down bad. But, I don't know, man. I'm over here refreshing my Twitter, seeing like what's going to happen here. But, nothing else. I don't think they would cut B-Rob. That would make sense to me, honestly. And I'm not I'm not a B-Rob stan or fan, but it's just like I don't see the positive in that. I would just rather outright keep him. So that's one avenue I just thought of right now. But also, I don't know. Ben Standig brought this up a couple days ago. Much respect to Ben Standig. As a matter of fact, I'm over here going through my Twitter. I can't talk. Burgundy blog rightfully puts out, Ben Standig, and I actually made a video about this with Ben Standig. He had this overall, premonition. You know what I mean? He was like, he might be gone. That was Ben Standig's hot take. It was scorching hot. But this man was cooking. He knows something that we don't know. I mean, obviously, he's a Commanders insider. Much respect to Ben Standig. Kudos to him. He deserves this. But, I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Honestly, regarding compensation, let's say, because there's a lot of people who say, we're gonna trade this guy. He's in the trade market, and then obviously there's no takers, and what ends up happening, the dude gets released. I don't think that's gonna happen. Honestly, I don't think that's going to happen. But I will admit, if the Commanders find a trade partner, compensation-wise, I am saying conditional 7th, 6th if we get lucky. I think it's going to be a 7th. What do y'all think? I think it's going to be a 7th, dude. Or in a conditional one. But, based on his season last year, obviously we can't go in expecting a lot. A 5th round pick is out of the table. Maybe they do something where it's just like, or even they do that trade where, they okay, we get a 6th round pick next year and we give up a 7th round pick. So we basically move up one round. Maybe we do that type of trade. Honestly, I feel like that's actually very realistic. That's probably going to be it. B-Rob and a 2026 7th round pick, or, I don't know, 2026, maybe 2 years from now, I don't know. And then and then we move up one round and then the opposing team doesn't lose a pick. And I'm not trying to talk ish about freaking B-Rob, but I'm just being honest and being real. Like I think his trade value has unfortunately plummeted. But he could have regained it had he played with us this year. And obviously that's in his court and he had to play well, obviously. But, hey man, this is something that we just got to look out now. This is crazy. It's not, I don't know, man. It's like, I'm just like, geez, like it just screams Bill has impressed him so much so that I'm just like, hey man, I'm loving this. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'll be on the lookout. But of course, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next video. Let me refresh my Twitter real quick. Nothing. But yeah, man, take care, everybody. Holy shit. Get your Bill jerseys out. Buy your Bill. Get it. Buy it. Now's the time to buy. I'm buying it. I'm going to buy it right now. Peace, y'all.